Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here with us this morning. We appreciate your viewership and your support of our sponsors. Let's get started with the weather brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard, hard-working crew, taking care of everyday comfort needs. Hot. Okay, they're up close around the heat index of 100. It's just, I looked at the national map, and there's like 20-something states that are under extreme heat warning. Just whole through the Midwest, all through here. So it's not just us. We're all going to be hot. Our low tonight is going to be 80, and the water temperature brought to us by Maranta Coffee Company. That's the Area Paints Group. Right at is 89.5, 89, right almost 90 degrees of water temperature at the end of the pier. That speaks volumes when that water temperature gets around 90 and the air temperature heat index is 112. It's hot here in the Florida Panhandle. River readings brought to us by the good folks at Panama City Coca-Cola. Apalachicola Brunchtown 3.6 and steady. That's low now. The Choctaw Caraville 2.7 and steady. Both rivers I'm looking at. Choctaw dropping down a little bit. It had gotten up a little bit last week, but dropped down good. Both of them will be really low. Rain chances will be later on this week, so it's going to be some low river readings. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. I continue the bad news on the tide chart. Neap tides. We got low river, neap tides, and hot as a dickens. So it's not an outdoor week. It don't look like. But anyway, we know the wind's going to be blowing a little bit west-northwest about 5 to 10. So that's good. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. I forgot to say one thing you can do this week, as hot as it is, you can go frog gigging or floundering at night. So that'll be cool down. So never lose hope in the outdoors. Always look for the bright side, even though it's in the dark and cooler. But we try to keep you posted on all these tournaments. Wow, this past weekend with those 3 tournaments. We've got another one coming up this weekend. Check out this one over here at Gaskin Park in Weewall. This is the Cats Fishing group right here. Is a flathead catfish tournament. It'll be Saturday, August the 2nd, from 7 p.m. Saturday night to 8 a.m. Sunday morning. And here's the details here. First place, $600. You can see it right there. But there's a phone number. Those guys do a great job promoting the flathead catfishing, and they're eating some and releasing some. I think that's the best way to do it. Pay out for 20 teams. Good job there. I got to tickle at Chris Davis. He said, hey, summer nights, fireflies, and fishing with my boys. He got 2 boys. There's one of them there. I don't know their names, but anyway, we're talking about the fireflies, the lightning bugs. They got out there fishing, and I don't know which one caught the fish, but that's how you do the summertime. Find a little hole there to fish in and spend some good time. I mentioned I'm going to talk about the Mexico Beach Artificial Reef Association, but I thought the one in Jacksonville, they've been doing it for a long, long time too. Anyway, I was going to show you the first place check was, check that out, $39,000 for the for the first place king. That's hard for us to compete with. Next year, some of y'all may want to go there and fish that thing. But anyway, that's interesting. Frank Ansley, he got a little video of this. I won't show the video, but thought this is cool. He loves working with the dogs. He got his decoys out there, and what he did, he tossed his little rubber duck out there, and the dog sat at the end of that. It just sat there like it's in a boat. And of course, when Frank gave him command, he jumped in and swam and got it. That's just great training for this time of the year to get with your dog. And the cool weather, if you got a retriever, now if you're in the field with a field trial, it's really hard to do that, but with a retriever, that's a lot of fun right there. How about this? Daniel caught this big drum from the dock at San Andrew State Park with a pinfish. Okay, so y'all know where San Andrew State Park is. You just throw a live bait out there, they're gonna come up in that channel. So it's not unusual to catch one like that, well, it's unusual to catch one that big. That's a real big one, but it's not unusual to catch them in the fish place. So anyway, somebody said, he said, I was hungry that day too. As soon as I pulled it out, 8 people appeared out of nowhere holding cell phones. Not to mention 2 FWC trucks in the parking lot, not less than 50 yards away. So people keep an eye on them. All right. Remember we talked right at the beginning of summer about getting the kids out to just grilling, and I talked about that my dental hygienist did this with her grandson, and I thought it was really cool. But Bobby Johnson, his 2 grandsons, Caden and Kyler, a lot of y'all know Bobby Johnson down at Howard Creek, lives up here, but his kids are from Crawfordville, and look, they're grilling. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Get some young people grilled. It's not complicated, and they have a certain sense of accomplishment, especially when they feed the family. So good job, Bobby. Kenny Zediker, the old Zediker family from St. Andrew, the dentist and all, they've been here for generations. Kenny, and they've always enjoyed fishing and boat building. They built some nice boats over there back in the day. And Kenny went to Mosley, went off and had a career, but he's back here now, last good year, I don't know, maybe 8, 10 years. Back into fishing, and he is a fine fisherman. Good job. Kenny Zediker. Okay. I'm always talking about Arbor Day. I just really think that's good. I ran across this, we're talking about this hot weather we're having. They've proven all kinds of tests and research that showed if you have trees in your neighborhood, those streets are cooler by 10 degrees. So those neighborhoods with trees, every town, every community has those neighborhoods. If you've noticed, I thought this was interesting. This is interesting. All of the old neighborhoods have a bunch of trees. All this new development, no trees. Now, have you stopped and thought about it? Here in the Cove, up in Quincy, Burma Heights, I know Shipley's got some old trees, and every community here, Mariana, and those old homes, those old timers knew that shade was going to cool things off in the hot summertime. They were onto something. But our new developers, boom, 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 they're going to put, if we got trees, they can't put in that many homes. So they cut all the trees and so put this home side by side by side. Y'all know about that. Let's take a break, we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. A couple of quick emails. I got a little video coming up. Let's take a look at this one. Our good loyal viewer, Steve Rogers. Thanks to Panhandle Outdoors, Top Rock Seafood, and yourself for the red snapper. Ken drew my name. That's last Friday. He'll be enjoying it soon. That was good. I know y'all enjoy that food from there. This is the results from, I got MBARA results right here. This was this past weekend. Didn't get a chance to go. The recreational king was 24.8. Okay, top left-hand corner. That's not really big king, but this the last few years, that's what they've been running. So, kids king weighed, well, it's the same thing over here. You can see the different sizes. Let's see. The latest king was 18 pounds. And let's see, you see the boat's name, Popeye. Royal Flush won first place. Good job, Mitch Coleman and all that crew, and for doing all those good things like that. We appreciate having a good quality tournament. Okay, on this video got coming up, we this is our 20th year, and I've been wanting to get a lot of, just a couple times a month, I've been wanting to show some old video in celebration of our 20th year. I'm only doing about one or less a month, but this one's not that old, but this is a very special one to me. It's a scalloping trip, and y'all know my passion for scalloping. Gail and I absolutely love doing it, and I've been doing it every summer for, I don't know, 50 plus years. So we went this a while back, but what's cool about it and what's sad about it, we were able to put in at Press Nails with our boat, just the two of us. But you can't put in at Press Nails anymore because it's private, just for the campground people there. But man, back when it was public, open to public, what an ideal place. You had a small boat or whatever, you just go out there and get them, we don't have to go far. Now it's sort of dangerous. We put in the city of St. Joe to put in there and go all the way across in a smaller boat on stormy days. So anyway, we got a little 7-minute video, and if this is order to fire you up for scallop season, I'm showing it now because scallop season opens up 2 weeks from this Saturday. We're counting it down. We marked the days down, right? And we're going to be there. It's going to open up on a Saturday, August the 16th. So anyway, this video is just, like I said, just two of us, and Gail does some great underwater photography. I don't have the patience or knowledge or the skill to do all that kind of stuff, but she does a marvelous job doing it, and it's just a typical of what we've done as a couple for most of our lives, the passion we've had for scalloping. So, Jeff, let's go ahead and run this. Folks, we just put in here Presnell's, headed out the channel. You see the campground behind us back here. We're going to, we're getting off to a late start. When you got to do a TV show in the morning, and by the time you get home, get the boat hooked up and and all that stuff, I'm a little bit later than I want to be. It's right now 10 o'clock. I should be half full by now. But anyway, we're looking forward to it. We're going to head out toward Black's Island, first place. Or scallop. All right, folks, we just pulled back out. It's a little crowded, and we have got, here we go. Let me just look in here. We have got our lemon and scallop, 4 gallons of scallop. Great morning. Great morning. It was about an hour and a half.
That's the kind of only concern.
Now, how'd you guys do? Y'all did good?
Real well. Real well. Can't complain one bit. It's beautiful.
You have fun?
It was awesome.
So we're making a comeback down here, aren't we?
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Getting better every year.
All right. Now, that's a nice scalloping boat.
First year scalloping on it.
First year scalloping. Yes, okay. Well, I got a boat here from Alabama. We didn't get a lot of footage of us actually doing it, but we stayed out about an hour. I'm gonna come back down here to the boat ramp. I saw the FWC guys in. I want to see if they're still here. I'd like to talk to them. All right, they were over here. I guess they've already gone. I was going to talk to them. They're out there in the channel checking people. They came here a while ago. I was going to talk to them. All right. Okay, we didn't get a lot of video because I just jumped in the water and started scalloping. I didn't bring my camera or anything, so what we got, just let's go over a couple of things now. Make sure when you come down, you got your diving flag. You want to have your bag to put the scallops in. Of course, your mask and snorkel. Try all that stuff out. But the great news this year, folks, the scallops are back. I got a limit of scallops right there. You can't see all of them, but that's our 4-gallon limit. We went to one spot. I went out pressing houses and went to one spot, put the anchor down, and I didn't move from that one. The boat stayed in that one spot, and I just circled around it. And Gail and I got our limit within a matter of maybe an hour, hour and a half. It's real steady. On a scale of 1 to 10 this year, scallops to me look like about an 8, and some spots they were 9. So it was a good solid 8 on a scallop report. We're going to wrap it up. We'll have more video next time. Maybe I'll have more time. But we had a storm up here getting close to us. I really jumped in here in the water. I got here late because I had to do the show this morning. We didn't get in the water until after 10 o'clock, and we got out a little bit before 12. So it's been an excellent morning. I want to encourage you to, and a lot of people waiting, I encourage you to get out here, come down to St. Joe Bay, really put it here in Presnell. I mean, they're right out from Presnell. You put in that city ramp, you got to come across sometimes a rough bay. So I always recommend this spot right here. They get you in and out real fast, and good folks. And we're going to wrap it up. It's a wrap for Panhandle Outdoors. Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope that gets you fired up for scalloping. We'll talk about it in just a second. Let's first take a look at our fishing game times. Brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. We're looking at this morning 3:19 to 5:19, and this evening from 3:39 to 5:39. Let me just tell you how I feel. This is on all this. It's amazing the amount of people now that are scalloping there, and you can't blame anybody. Everybody wants to scallop. But the downside of it is really putting a lot of pressure on the scallops, and it's going to even get worse. There are more people down there now. They're building a hotel right next to Presnell's, and once that's built and they get out of those pontoon boats, it's not going to be good. So. But I really hated to see Presnell's closed to the public. Like I said, it was such a good, safe place to put in. But it's just for campground people. Now, Carl Andrews and a group of my friends, they camp there and have a good time and enjoy it. But and then the boat ramp at St. Joe, they're up. Last I heard, it was $20 to launch it for out of town people. And then I think it went up maybe even more. But it's anyway, just us common outdoorsmen like us, we just you get a feeling sometimes we just sort of squeezed out by these big developers and corporations and rich people. Just I get this feeling sometimes. I know you do too, because you've told me that we're on the bottom of the totem pole, and you know, get out of the way, let us do this. And I hate that happening. I hate having that feeling, but it is what it is. And another thing on St. Joe Bay, I was reading some research on it. They're losing a lot of grass. The research folks saying it's like 11% a year of the grass. It's not just the prop scars. They're saying the turtles, and we're going over the other end. You know how things swing back and forth on a pendulum. We sort of overprotecting them, and there's so many turtles there. They're telling me they're eating the grass. This is coming from scientists and telling me this kind of stuff. So I don't know, but I do know the grass is the lifeblood of a bay system. We look at Apalachicola Bay. We have our bay systems are in trouble, really. You look at Apalachicola Bay, how they've been to close it up. St. Joe Bay is just, I hate to say it, but it's just going down health-wise. St. Andrew Bay, it's really not that healthy with the unsafe areas to swim in. And then Choctawhatchee Bay, it has its problems too. So we got to do everything we can to try to keep these bays clean. This is the lifeblood of our coastal communities, okay? So I mean, if y'all in my class, I'd be teaching y'all to the bell ring today, trying to get y'all excited about taking care of these things. I do want to show, talking about heritage and tradition and good things that have always been part of the Panhandle. And I'm often talking about my granddaddy's old boat and the old boats along the area. Okay, this is what the boats I'm talking about. Oh, Jim Dooley, he's up in Bluntstown, but he posted this: still looking for one. Got to be one in a barn somewhere. Jim, I reacted to Jim. Jim used to be in the radio business. But this is the classic. This was the boats, the bateaus that were built along the Ocklawaha River, the Sopchoppy River. All these folks that lived close, that went fishing over here, and of course the Apalachicola River, all up and down there, and over the Choctawhatchee River. Back then, they didn't have marinas or places you go buy boats. You built your own. This was a classic boat. I remember this so well. And then down to Whitehead's Fish Camp, that's the boats they rented. But the paint job, they sort of got worn out pretty quick. But I mean, because they got used and all and set up, they didn't put boat covers over them or anything. They just had them propped up like that, but put them in the river. But that's a classic. If you know of anyone like that, don't call Jim Dooley, call me. But I call Jim and give him first shot at it. But most of the wooden ones have rotted out like that. So it's just a flashback. I wanted to show you. That old boat, I don't know who that boat is, but Jim ran across it too. Jim's up there, like I say, in Bluntstown, and where a lot of those boats were built. I'll wrap it up for today. I got some special guests coming on tomorrow. You're going to really enjoy some boys I have coming on tomorrow. I'll give you a hint. They won the Billfish tournament, and they're going to come on and share that great experience. Do something good for someone else today. Enjoy the great outdoors. Take care of it, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.